Hi guys, welcome back to M Factor. In the previous classes of neuroanatomy, we have discussed about the meningeal layers of the spinal cord. Today we will be discussing about the external and internal features of the spinal cord. External features of spinal cord. The anterior portion of the spinal cord has a deep anterior median fissure which accommodates the anterior spinal artery. Posteriorly, it has a thin longitudinal groove called as posterior median sulcus, from which a septum called as posterior median septum runs deep into the spinal cord. Each half of the spinal cord is divided into posterior, lateral and anterior regions by the anterolateral and posterolateral sulci. Posterolateral sulcus is from where the dorsal or the sensory nerve roots arises. The motor nerve roots or the ventral nerve roots arises from the anterolateral sulcus. Internally, the spinal cord is divided into two, the grey matter and the white matter. The white matter containing nerve fibers lays outside while the grey matter lays inside. Inside the grey matter, at the center of the spinal cord, there is a small central canal containing the cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, and it's being lined by a single layer of ependymal cells. We know that the CSF is being secreted by the ependymal cells. The grey matter contains a posterior horn and an anterior horn throughout the spinal cord. It also has a lateral horn which is only seen from the T1 to L2 and S2 to S4 segments. This is an additional horn for the supply of the viscera. This horn is also a part of the autonomic nervous system. The dorsal neurons comprises of sensory neurons that comes in through the posterolateral sulcus, while the ventral horn has motor neuron that innervate the skeletal muscles that goes to the respective organs through the anterolateral sulcus. The dorsal and ventral nerve rootlets unite near the intervertebral foramen to form the spinal nerve. A swelling formed at the position of converging of the dorsal rootlets is called as dorsal root ganglion. It houses the cell bodies of all neurons in the nerve. The neurons are of pseudo-unipolar type. The united nerve then afterwards get branched into dorsal ramus and the ventral ramus. Dorsal ramus supply dorsally 1/3 of the body wall. It does not supply the limbs, while ventral ramus supply ventrally 2/3 of the body wall, including the limbs. The ventral ramus further divides into the lateral cutaneous branch and the anterior cutaneous branch, where the anterior cutaneous branch further divides into muscular branches. The dorsal one further divides into medial and lateral branches. And this is how a typical nerve branches in our body.